Welcome. So let's talk about communicating with confidence. Um, there are so many things that we're capable of doing, and communication is part of it. It's just some of us are have not learned to improve our skill in communicating, but communication is literally a part of everything that we do. Communicating with assertiveness is what will earn us respect. It is not always what we communicate that makes a difference, but rather how we communicate. And opinions are often formed quickly with interactions, in which how we sound and our overall presentation will make a big impression. So, while we often commend confident communication in other people, it's common to lack this trait in ourselves. Confidence is demonstrated in words, in tone, as well as body language. We've talked about this. It is important to be aware of the messages that we are sending to others, as this is a reflection of our self assurance. And confident communicators are proud to share their voice with others. So let's talk about sounding confident. There is no denying that confidence can help to improve results and advance careers. It affects how we communicate with those around us, as well as others, how others perceive us. There is great authority in being able to connect a powerful presentation to important ideas. And sounding confident can lead you towards success, obviously. Um, there is nervousness, though, that comes in. And it's typically presented through fast talking, passive words, quivering voices. And unfortunately, these nerves can hold us back from great opportunities. Being nervous or feeling nervous is common, but with good preparation and a powerful mindset, anyone can show confidence and assertiveness when communicating to others. And there are many ways to display confidence in our communication, including having a strong knowledge of your subject, speaking clear and enunciating your words properly, avoiding filler words like you know. And yeah, sometimes it's hard, but with constant practice, you could do it. I still use filler words sometimes. So it's constant practice. You can do it. Okay? Speak always with a smile if you can. And also do not look down on yourself. Do not belittle yourself. We've also talked about using body language. And if you go back to our our unforgettable communicator course and the course on branding, the art of you will learn more about body language and why it is important. The people will believe your body language more than what you say. So the nonverbal will trump the verbal anytime. Because if you're someone who is sad, but you're saying to somebody, I'm happy, however, you're keeping a sad face, they're going to believe sad over what you said because your nonverbal trumps your verbal every time. So people are always watching your body language more than they are listening to your words. And so the body language is really important. And so part of good body language is maintaining good eye contact, avoid fidgeting, paying attention to your posture, noticing if your hands are shaking, having a good firm handshake. When you meet people, make it firm. Oh, nice to meet you, right? Then asking questions and being curious too. Many times we meet people, we try to avoid asking questions because you do not want to seem unprepared or, weird. However, nobody is ever going to have all of the answers. And there's always new information to find out about people. So asking questions is a great way to build confidence. And one of the tips, there's several tips to help you be more assertive in asking questions. You can ask very clarifying questions. You can be clear and specific. You can, especially if you're in a meeting, you can note down any potential questions that can be asked ahead of time. And also, never apologize for asking a question. Try making it a habit to ask one question during any meeting that you attend. And another part is appearance. Again, this keeps coming up everywhere we go. We've talked about this a gazillion times. Dressing the part, because a book is judged by its cover and not its content from the get-go at the beginning. So if you want people to get to listen to you and draw from what the value that you're bringing, you have to show up in a good attire. And we talked about just being put together, that it's okay to dress casual and still look professional. You could choose to go fully corporate and still look professional. You could choose to wear your afro hair, but just look good and look put together. There is no particular definition for what a professional looking appearance looks like. Just look on brand for yourself and look put together, look good, look clean, right? Okay. And then there's tone and audience. Now, your tone of voice is very important. It holds a strong impact on how you communicate or how you interact with others. It is a reflection of how you feel. Simply put, it is a reflection of how you feel as a speaker. So if your tone is a little there, here and there, it can already tell that you tell the audience that you feel nervous, or tell the other person that you feel nervous. Okay? Okay, so tone will signify your level of confidence, and it will give you the power to sound more authoritative. So you have to pay attention to your tone. You have to pay attention to your body language as well. One of the ways to make your tone really strong is to use inflection. Because when you're a monotone speaker, like, you can sound like a robot. Like, it can be so hard to listen to you. So it's helpful to shift your tone up and down, as well as softer and louder to accentuate your message. And you would have noticed that I do that a lot, because I also get bothered by listening to someone who just goes monotone. Speakers can be difficult to listen to. Do not articulate a sentence as a question. You sound like a robot. So use inflection in your tone. Go up, go down, go soft, go hard if you have to. Also, do not articulate a sentence as a question, because often questions signify a lack of information or a need for approval. So be consistent with the tone and complete your sentences with periods rather than question marks. A lot of us do it. Avoid using a higher pitch at the end of a sentence. Avoid it. And always, again, speak with a smile, because this will actually improve your overall tone. I've noticed that, and that's why many times I like to have a slight smile when I speak. And it can generally gently help you move past the feeling of nervousness. And then, last but not least, get into the right mindset. You have to consider your message. You have to consider the audience. You have to consider why it is important for them to hear your message. And your desire to see that change and that impact or transformation in their lives should put you in the mindset of, I am here to make change. I'm here to make an impact. And also, ahead of time, you can already decide what tone of voice is great for that audience, because the same tone of voice you're going to use for high school students will be different from the tone of voice that you're going to use for executives in the corporate space. All right? Okay. All right, let's go to the next lesson.